Yeah, GameStop. The place used to take me when I got my allowance. Really? Well, it really comes down to if you believe in money or not. No, it's not what happened at all, Dad. You know what? You have to stop watching MSNBC. That stuff isn't any better for you than Fox. No, these aren't good guys doing this. But not every situation needs to have a good guy and a bad guy. Sometimes you're just rooting for the lesser of two evils. Sound familiar? No. I'm not roasting you about Biden again. Although he's not involved. Hey, if these Wall Street guys didn't want to get taken to the cleaners, then they shouldn't have been so cocky. I mean, I don't get how we have to account for every single penny for student loans, but these guys get a blank check to bet against American business? No. Well, maybe your 401k is tied up in the stock market. Mine isn't. I'd have to have one first. No! Dad, these aren't incels. Well, I mean, maybe some of them are. You know what? It's more complicated than that, and I really regret teaching you that word. Think about where these guys get started. They're internet trolls. These online collectives have their roots in these hacks where they overwhelm a website with too many users to make the website inaccessible. Yeah, this is that, except for like finance. Right. So with all internet mobs, they have three groups. The profiteers, true believers, and the nihilist. That first group is in it for the cash. Yeah, I mean, the creator of this put in $60K. Not your typical home investor. And there's a few like him who will profit big off the pump and dump. The true believers are being duped into believing the hype that to see themselves as Robin Hoods. And they think that they're getting back at Wall Street, not realizing that Wall Street is making more of this than they ever could. And a lot of them will lose money when all of this is over. And the third group is the nihilists. They don't care who they hurt as long as they hurt someone. These are the incels. The black Chan pill scum of the earth. Yeah, like 4chan. Yeah, well, Dad, there are so many other chans, but we don't have time for that right now. The difficult thing about those last two groups, though, is that it's impossible to tell them apart because they switch back and forth constantly. That's good for the profiteers because it provides them cover, especially with the SEC coming to look at this later. Of course, I have too much time on my hands. Have you seen everything? So do they. How do you think this happens? And also, I don't see you with so much to do that you can't listen to me about this. Oh, no. No, I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sure things will pick up soon. Jesus Christ, Dad. These are not my heroes. For two reasons. First, these are not crusaders or leftists. They're stock nerds. That community has a long history of misogyny, ableism, and anti-Semitism that has already got them on hate group watch list. The last time this community was in the news was because they peer pressured a teenager in the UK to gamble his life savings away. And he killed himself. The stock price has got to go down eventually, so anyone who buys in at a certain point is going to be stuck holding the bag and will lose everything. Second, they're mostly using free trading apps. The big benefit of those is that they don't take a fee to trade like there is when you use a broker. And what do you always tell me when something is free? Yeah, it means that you're the product. Yeah, hedge funds pay the apps enough money to see their full list of transactions whenever they want. They also made bots. And they make trades at the speed of light. And they put those computers that those bots are running from as close to the stock exchange servers as possible so the light has the least distance to travel. So, when the bots get fed the trade data, they can buy GameStop stock faster than the Redditors. So they make money too. And they make more because they have billions to play with. Turns out stock manipulation isn't the key to the workers' revolution. Who would have thought? Listen,
I don't like the rules, but you have to admit that these guys are mostly running by them. They just have access to Reddit and Twitter. No, the hedge funds whined on CNBC and Market Watch all week, and then they got the trading after literally shut these guys down. Fuck, now the Treasury Department is investigating the trolls. No, I'm saying that this affects one side's ability to compete. It wouldn't be okay for the Reddit mob to go to New Jersey and take axes to Citadel's supercomputers, would it? I don't disagree that this is all fucked up, but don't pretend that you're nihilist. Otherwise, you wouldn't care about stuff like funding mechanisms for healthcare or rent forgiveness. Listen, you might not like the stock market, but you do think money is real. You also don't have to like these guys, but you can't not acknowledge harm was done and money was stolen. Either money isn't real, we should just print enough to help everyone out who needs it, or it is, and you have to admit that these guys, as problematic as they are, really got screwed. Then we gotta have bigger questions about how we run things. Oh, yeah. I got better things to do. Well, call me when Joe Biden gets the kids out of the cages. Yep, yeah. Love you too. Bye.